Hey everybody, some call me Jim, and I got an interesting email today from a friend of mine. He watches YouTube and he knows what's going on with the whole controversy of Paul Robinette and Greg Solomon and all the other nonsense. Anyway, he sends me a message, and the subject of the message was simply, Paul stole your idea. And so I'm going, what? And I open up the email, and he goes into this whole long message talking about how Renetto, Paul Robinette, how he stole my idea. And the idea, of course, that I'm talking about is the idea for the system in which somebody signs up for YouTube and they're on kind of a probation system. And I use the term community credit to define how I saw it as working, as somebody builds up community credits. But the way he defined it was as more of a probation. But the point that my friend made was that we both used the same terminology in the same language. And he said, look, Paul is stealing your idea. This is terrible. And so I read through everything, and I watched Paul's video. And sure enough, it looks a lot like what I said 2 days ago before Paul ever posted a video. But I wanted to get everything figured out, and I wanted to straighten everything out and get to the bottom of this. And so that's why I'm making this video. And please, anybody who is a fan of Paul, who loves Renetto's stuff, who's a big advocate for him, whatever, watch the whole video before you start posting on here, because you're going to look really stupid if you post, hate messages or whatever, and then you see at the end of the video what I'm going to say. Alright? So, please, hold your hate until you've watched the whole video. So, yeah. Here's my opinion of the whole thing. Who cares? And again, I talked to my friend. We straightened everything out. We're buds. It's all cool. But what I said to him basically was, who cares? It's not a big deal. It wasn't really my idea. I wasn't the first person to come up with it. Look around YouTube. There were a lot of people talking about different ideas. One that I talked to personally was Sir John Bosco. If you look up, I'll put his name somewhere here at the bottom someplace. If you go to his profile, you'll see a video he made where he was talking about he had this idea, and then I posted my video, and he happened to see it, and so he posted his video. But basically, I'm not the only person who came up with this idea, and so it makes sense that if I came up with this idea, Paul Robinette, who, as much as I dislike some characteristics of the guy, is a very intelligent person and a very keen thinker, would come up with a similar idea, because he is a very smart person, a very intelligent person. So it doesn't surprise me that he has this great idea. It actually more surprises me that I'd come up with something that an intelligent person would come up with. But anyway, besides that, even if it wasn't Paul's idea, even if he stole it from me, even if it was something great, and that I invented, and he said, I'm going to see that. And despite the fact that I'm not subscribed to Paul, and Paul's not subscribed to me, and I don't see really either of those changing anytime soon, despite that fact, he somehow found my video and watched it and said, I'm going to steal this idea. And then he did that. Even if all that came to pass, it still wouldn't change the fact that this is good for the idea. This is good for the idea because YouTube is going to see this now. Because we already know that Paul has talked to the people that work at YouTube, Mary Rose, Steve Chen, those folks. He's talked to them. We already know that when he says something to them, they'll at least see it. And when I post a video, let's be honest here, I'm sub 250 viewers. There's really not a chance that YouTube's even going to see it. I know some people have told me that they asked YouTube to feature a couple of my different videos. One was Mountain Dew and cold syrup, cough syrup, and the other was the Legomation video where I did the subscriber tribute. And they said, hey, these should be featured, and they sent letters to YouTube, and YouTube never responds. Well, that doesn't surprise me, because A, they're not the greatest videos on earth, and B, I'm a nobody. And so when I post an idea, I'm just posting my idea. But if somebody bigger than me, somebody who's got, around 20,000 subscribers and has the ear of YouTube, wants to send that same idea up to the higher ups, that's cool. That's fine. I don't care. First of all, again, like I said, I don't think he stole my idea. I think he came up with the idea, and it just happened to be similar to mine. And second, I don't really care, even if he stole the idea, because it's getting the exposure that it deserves. This isn't necessarily about me. It's about the idea, if that makes any sense at all. So, anyway, I decided I would post this video up, and I haven't decided if I'll do this yet. I might post it as a video response to Renetto's video on this subject, but I'll think about that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, some call me Jim. That's all I got. Keep the peace, folks. Later.